Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. I guess I have my volume on. Anyways, Delath is in the other room. McKenna just got here, and the dogs are a little loud, but we are starting, so everybody will be joining me pretty soon. How is everybody doing? Sounds like the dogs are all excited. Anyways, if you're watching us live, then we're on Twitch, and if you're watching us on YouTube, then you're going to have to get a Twitch account and find us at Wrestling Gab over on Twitch until January 29th. But until January 29th, we have to do it on Twitch because we got a copyright violation. And so now we're over on Twitch for a while. But still the same old show, still the same old fun. Sorry I'm a little bit late getting on tonight. Just a couple seconds, but right now they're showing last week's ending where Dolph Ziggler and King Corbin chained up the big dog in the corner and put dog food all over him. Definitely, it was written by grown-ass men, this storyline. Let's put dog food on the big dog. Anyways, so that's where we're at right now. And, yeah. Doesn't look like there's a lot of people in the chat quite yet. But Delath will be in here in a second. I don't know exactly what she's working on. Anyways, they're like I said, they're just showing out the highlights from last week. Not a lot of excitement. All right, now we're live, so we'll see what's happening. So we got Bray Wyatt. Well, actually, I don't know if we're gonna have a Bray Wyatt sighting, but we are gonna have Miz on with Renee at Miz's new house. So we're probably going to get hinted that we're going to see Bray Wyatt show up at the Miz's house to attack his family. I'm assuming that's where that storyline's going to head. But right now we're starting off with King Corbin. And he is on his way down to the ring. He's getting carried by 6 dudes. Do they just carry a big box underneath it too? Or I wonder if it just has legs, so when they set it down, it just lines up. Probably welded legs. It doesn't look like a box underneath it. So Dolph has his SmackDown hat on. Dolph likes to wear his merch, his WWE merch. He gets it for free, probably. He's probably sponsored by WWE. Corbin's got his shirt on. I guess everybody wears their own merch. Dolph's just got a SmackDown hat on. Got Corey Graves and Michael Cole telling us what's happening. We got a pay-per-view this Sunday. What is the pay-per-view this Sunday? TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. So they added some stipulations to the Bray Wyatt Miz match. There's going to be a ladder stipulation in there. Should be interesting. Watching. We'll listen in a little bit to Corbin, see what he has to say. Oh, we got a warm welcome. He's all excited. Do you smell almost like a dog food smell? He had to put Dolph with Corbin because Rude got suspended for some sort of a substance for 30 days. That smell of people? Ah, it's dog food. We should have known. Yeah, it's almost the end of the millennia. There she is. Nobody's in here.
Oh, God.
I know about myself.
Sweet.
Oh, there's somebody.
It's the Fiend Bray Wyatt.
We got the Fiend. I thought you were in California.
The Fiend Bray Wyatt's in California.
Well, there's going to be a segment tonight. I'm just predicting that he's going to be in California.
Oh, I see.
But Renee's going to be interviewing The Miz in his new house in California.
Ooh. Anyways, the Fiend says, the Universal Champion is in the chat. Tyler burned a Baron Corbin shirt in front of his best friend because Tyler likes me and his friend likes King Stupid.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Just burning merch.
Those things cost money.
Look what Dolph has on his head.
He has a SmackDown hat on.
I don't have one.
Why don't you have yours on?
Because I'm going to do a grand when people are in here, but there was nobody in here before.
Oh.
I was like, look what I got. And then I was going to unbox it.
First of all.
Ruined.
Probably. King Corbin's got some nonsense on Twitter because people are mean.
Him, the big dog. Lots of nonsense.
Ready. Hated. The Fiend says, Tyler said that King Corbin would never beat the Fiend.
Fact. I was going to say no.
Talent-wise, no.
Well,
they wrote it that way, yeah.
I was thinking even storylines, it would be hard to push that one through.
It would at this point.
Yeah.
So, like, let's pick on people. So,
yeah.
Let's pick on people.
Buttons.
I really don't want to hear myself.
Do you want to hear yourself?
I have to hear myself on a daily basis. I really don't want to hear myself on there.
You listen to yourself when you're working at work?
Yeah, I hear it in my head.
That's
when
different
I talk.
Voice.
That's alright. It's bad enough.
So, he looks like Jack Burton.
Oh, I know, right?
I think we already
funny.
said that one.
We did last week or the week before. We've talked about it before, how he looks just like Jack Burton. Big trouble in Little China happening.
His name? Kurt Russell?
Kurt Russell,
Kurt
yeah.
Russell.
Trying to figure out what it says on the other side of his shirt.
On King Corbin?
Oh, it says more hated. Oh, that's funny.
He's a lot of hated.
Corbin's end of days, and his shirt says more hated on it. That's funny. He's like, I know I'm hated.
Look at security's all over.
He's got security because he's afraid of Roman Reigns retaliating.
Right, well, you have to be.
Would you?
Yeah, because they put dog food on him. Anytime that somebody puts dog food on you, you need.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah. They're getting ready for TLC. It looks like they got some ladders in the background.
Yeah, I get dog food on myself constantly when I feed the dogs. So does that mean I need security on a regular basis?
You do it to yourself, so it's a little different.
It's not wet dog food, though. It's
we got the new
dog
day. That's weird.
You cannot be sour. He's like, oh man, not these guys. Ugh. Dolph is like unhappy. So you know how we used to have like some double people, like what's his face for with Dolph, Robert Roode.
Yeah, but he got suspended.
Yeah, so if anybody doesn't know, Robert Roode got suspended for drug use, which is probably
substance. We don't know exactly what.
Probably steroids.
Maybe it was marijuana.
It could have been. I highly doubt it though. We've got Luke in the chat.
They said,
you said hi. I'm saying hi. Hi, Luke.
Lots of highs.
How was your wrist
What are the emoji thing?
It's a girl waving hi, I think.
Nice. Like, ladies.
Anyways, the female wife says, here is a fact. King Corbin is a damn show-off that wants everything to go his way. Plus, Tyler has a question. Pretend that Sonic was wrestling in the WWE. Who would you pit Sonic against? Say Sonic versus Brock Lesnar. I would say Sonic versus Ricochet.
Yeah, you'd have to do somebody like Ricochet. Is Sonic a dude?
Sonic the Hedgehog? Yes.
We know that he's a dude. Is there a female Sonic?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know her name, though.
I just wanted to make sure. So...
Luke's just waking up for the show, and then he's going to go back to bed. Probably a good idea. Thank you for waking up for our show.
If you wouldn't go somebody big, because sometimes those big guys against little small fast guys are pretty fun matches.
Yeah.
So maybe somebody like Drew McIntyre. Sonic versus Drew. Yeah. Maybe not the poll that it should get.
Right.
I think what wrestling needs right now is a
Is Kofi not to ruin all of his shirts?
Superstars to go mainstream, like a superstar just to go, on Johnny Carson, or I don't know who the new talk show hosts are, but I haven't watched talk shows since Conan O'Brien.
I think he still kind of does a talk show.
Yeah, but I meant like the main, like on the 368 type channels. I don't know. Carson Daly does one. I don't know who does that stuff, but something like that. Just wrestlers that would go on there that can like mainstream. That could turn into more than they are, because wrestling doesn't have that guy.
Right.
They don't have The Rock anymore. They don't have Hulk Hogan anymore. It's like, who's gonna go on there and just show off how big and strong they are and like?
So like we have Roman Reigns and everybody's like, bleh.
Well, Roman would work. Did he go on tour and talk about his disease on talk shows? And
I have no idea.
I don't know if he should actually use his disease to get ratings, but he could.
But it would bring
as
awareness.
A platform.
I mean, I know he kind of does that a little bit
might
for awareness, but
people might like that. Not like that he had a disease, but like that he's a wrestler. Like, maybe I should watch wrestling. That guy looks fun.
Wrestlers get that too. Oh my gosh.
I just don't know what they did.
Maybe his
with
outfit's
him.
all stupid. It's all like his onesie is like kind of like twisted a little bit. So it's like coming down between his pectorials. So he has one nipple all hanging out on one side.
Yeah, maybe that's all it is. Maybe it's a unitard.
No, he's got the other one on the other side. See?
I thought it was like the strongman things back, the caveman.
Right, I know what you're talking about, but no.
Yeah, so it looks like we might have a tag team championship match, which we know the New Day wouldn't lose because they have a match.
Between Dolph and Corbin?
Looks like it.
It's weird. Anyway, it's not the Fiend saying that Amy Rose is the female hedgehog.
Amy versus Maid.
I think we've had that conversation.
I don't know.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we have. Because you said the same.
No, you're 7 deja vu.
No.
I would know if I said that.
No, you wouldn't remember.
Why wouldn't I know?
I don't know. Sometimes.
All right, so it looks like Kofi's getting all into this.
He doesn't like King Corbin, I guess. He's like, don't be picking on my friend Roman Reigns with his dog food thing. The Fiend wants Amy Rose versus Bayley. Luke says, so the hot news right now is apparently Brock Lesnar has breached his WWE contract and is facing legal action and possible termination. I haven't seen any concrete evidence yet, but it's being reported he was caught in a hotel with 2 girls. All 3 were drunk and high on some drug. The girls are supposedly under 21, which would make Brock in trouble for being with intoxicated minors. Another report should be out in an hour or 2. How exciting.
That sounds exciting.
Now everybody can be all excited that he's
Brock's
gone.
doing twins. Young
Thought
twins.
He was married. Maybe not anymore.
I don't think Sable would care. She might give him a Sable bomb, but...
Ooh, he punched him in the chest and gave him his...
That's disrespectful.
Microphone. He's like, I don't want this stupid microphone anymore. Now the Fiend's on the bandwagon. Brock Lesnar is the new stupid. What? You're going to get off the Baron Corbin stupid? Everybody's just stupid.
Well, I mean,
Disturbing,
if they wanted to,
situation.
they could always go ahead and cut him, Brock, and let him show up over on AEW and watch their ratings go up over 2 million.
Funny.
Well, people would follow him.
Right?
Like, he's a main event guy. Brock shows up over there and just decimates their roster.
It
would work. But
dead.
they're not going to let him go. They would probably just do legal action and then just keep him off TV for a while.
Right.
Knowing Vince, he wouldn't even take the title off of it. He'd be like, hey, you're fined like $200,000 and don't be stupid anymore.
I mean, in all reality, like, how badly would you... I mean, like, that doesn't seem like it's a really huge infraction of breaching your contract. In all reality, like, how is that even fucking breaching your WWE contract?
If there might be a clause of, like...
Oh, you can't get involved with
MLB,
people under 21 and...
No, it's not that. It's drinking. You can't break the law.
Oh.
You can't give minors alcohol. That's against the law. Is what I'm saying. What is it called when you... Not called morals, it's called... What is that? You're like, I don't have any, I have no idea.
I'm not exactly sure where you're going, so you're just gonna
in baseball, they don't let him in.
that.
They don't let him in the Hall of Fame if they have any other things that are off the field. In the NFL, they don't care about it. It's called a morale clause, I think.
Okay.
So maybe it's a morale clause in their contract. Like, don't be stupid. Don't do stupid shit. You know, don't go beat up 17-year-old kids and get in car wrecks and DUIs. Jeff Hardy. I think Jeff Hardy's worse than the Usos. Or I would have thrown the Uso joke in there, but...
Isn't Jeff Hardy, like, back doing... Or isn't he still in wrestling stuff, though?
I don't know if he's back yet. I mean, he's pretty fucked up on all
his
that
life
stuff.
And stupid.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Fiend Bray Wyatt's let me know that he ain't a bad one. He ain't a bandwagon. That would be you aren't a bandwagoner. And he's always hated Brock Lesnar.
So I got my new hat today.
Yay, SmackDown hat. Finally
Still got
came.
the sticker on it.
Woo!
There's some stickers under here. So I wanted a Raw one also, but can't find them anywhere in the world. They're not on the website. They're not available.
All right.
And can't find them on eBay. Can't find them on Amazon.
That's
I need
funny.
to find me a hat dealer. Maybe somebody that forges hats. Maybe some Chinese company.
Something. That's so weird that they don't have any online at all. It's weird. You would think that they would have made an abundance of them, but maybe
they might have.
Because of Christmas, they're down. Anyways, I don't know. Luke says, and Liv Morgan is going to be in Taylor Swift's next music video, apparently. And he gave us a funny emoji. Taylor is a known WWE fan, so this is my dream come true. He's very excited then. And Luke said, Brock has something called the Morales Clause, what you just said. It is a Morales Clause. He can get in trouble for doing things that cause him and WWE legal and media trouble.
Right. And he should get in trouble. If he's going to be dumb.
I just don't think it would constitute, you know, being kicked out, and because that's what everybody will want. Get rid of him, and
not
he's
everybody.
and we hate him.
You are only talking to people that are on the internet. You're only hearing that from the. There's still over 2 million people that watch that aren't probably online.
Everybody hates Brock Lesnar. Garbage.
Internet people. And, you know, only 2/3 of the internet people hate him. You still have 1/3 of the internet people that like him, too.
He did his trophy move into the pool.
So, AEW and NXT tied in the ratings.
Ooh.
But, there's a little loophole there. The demographic from 18 to, like, 49 was AEW won it. It was 28% to 25%. So they're like, well, AEW gets the younger fans. Like, that's 3%.
Right? Ooh.
They're like, that's the only ones that matter, by the way, is 18 to 49. So once you hit 50, you no longer matter in the eyes of sponsors.
Right.
It's pretty funny, actually, if you think about it. Because you would think that older people would have more money. Like, and give the kids money.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lot of people that are still in with their parents when they're 24 years old.
Hey. Maybe even when they're older.
So they're keeping this going. They're even backstage doing it. Uh-oh. Security guard's knocked out.
Yes. Right outside King Corbin's door. Dun, dun,
shit.
dun.
They're going right to the big dog. So King
People
Corbin's door.
Gosh.
It's like a
things have been gone through.
long-haired bald guy.
Yes. That's what you're going to look like.
I'm not. I'm going to cut my hair.
Just
and plus, I won't go more bald. I mean, I will when I'm old. There's Fire and Desire. Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville.
It's a very odd nose.
Sonya?
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of McKenna's sister.
Oh.
Avery.
Stepsister, yeah.
What else would you call her?
A little bit.
I'm not saying she's a spitting image. I'm saying that if you were casting her in a show, you could put her as the 12-year-old version, 14-year-old version, or whatever.
Right. Luke says that the law where Brock was caught says any adult in the immediate vicinity of intoxicated minors are legally responsible and accountable. Well, actually, I think the minors should be legally responsible and accountable for their own stupidness.
Well, it really just depends. I mean, obviously, if they're drunk walking down the street, it's one thing. But if they're in your place and they're all hammered, I mean, that's contributing to the delinquency, right? Or something. I don't know what that is, giving alcohol to them.
Wonder if you didn't even give it to them.
Because they're not really a minor.
Wonder if you didn't give them any alcohol or drugs. They came that way.
Right, but then you're playing with the law. Or you're playing with the line. You're in the gray.
Well, you know, with most people, there is no gray. It's just black or white. So.
Extreme black and whites, too. But, therefore, if the cop charged him, I mean, if he was charged, then he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. So they just ran out of the ring, ran back there to attack. Blissville Crossing. And
the Fiend's like, Brock may be going to jail. Doubtful. Luke says, Alexa has what looks to be a surgical scar on her stomach. I didn't get a good enough look at it, I guess.
That would be interesting. Maybe she got her implants in through her belly button. No, they do that.
I don't know. It's just funny how you're like, maybe she got her implants through her belly button.
Well, I'm just saying, it would if that's where it's at. Old biscuit butt versus the new age glamazon.
Hey.
You're not going down there?
She wasn't going to, and
like,
then she's
done.
like, oh, no, we're going out there. But I don't want to.
Well, so it's a match? It's just a tag team, like a tornado tag team match?
I guess.
We got a tag team tornado match, if I could say it right.
Tornado tag team match with some women out here, with two of them with their butts falling out of their pants.
Nothing wrong with that. Not with the two that it is.
Butts falling out of pants.
Oh, wait, no. He's saying it's a one-on-one match. So he is making a normal
Luke says it was
match.
lower and to her left of her belly button. It's not a new-looking one, but I've never noticed it before. Left.
Left, huh? Hernia?
Appendix is on your right. Right?
On her right, yeah.
It would be on your right.
Unless he's saying, looking at the TV on her left. On her left.
I don't think so. He said on her left.
Okay.
Of her belly button. So he's saying on her left. So. Yeah, I don't know what that might be. Like, is that hernia maybe? Yeah. Possibly. I don't think they'd have a scar. I don't know how big the scar was. Can you see it? I mean, because it wouldn't have been a gallbladder. Gallbladders, I think they do with...
They're up here.
But they do with whatchamacallits anymore.
Scopes.
Yeah,
just
scope
dots.
Stuff and everything.
Lots of dots. Anyways, back in the ring. Back in the match. We got Nikki Cross getting her butt kicked by both of them. So why can both of these
her left?
girls?
So your left, LOL, you know, left hand, like
right.
On her left side of her body.
So Mandy Rose,
because like when you're looking at her from like the
ever.
TV and the left side of her, when you're looking at her,
look at that, Nikki Cross with the
right
pin.
Side. Wow, to Sonya Deville already? Damn, she's mad.
Mandy got pulled out of the ring.
Ooh, I miss Alexa.
Dropped her right on her face. It was the slowest fall.
Trying to see if I can see it now.
You watch the fall. Watch Mandy's fall.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they cut right to the end of it. She pulled on her for a minute.
It's like, I hit my face and my boobs. It hurt. It's like, let me check you. You're fine.
She blew on it.
It's below her belly button, and it is on her left side, and it's kind of diagonal. And I don't know if it's a scar, but it's kind of new because it's still kind of a reddish pink.
Hey, maybe it's an implant scar.
I don't think so.
They usually do it more in the belly button, but it's safer to do it right on the boob.
Oh my God, Luke is telling me something that's going to be happening, and I'm excited because it's about food. What is it?
He bought him some meat.
What is it?
Is he a vegan? He's probably a vegan.
Well,
it'd be funny as shit if he really
Daniel
is,
Bryan.
and then Vince just keeps writing in meat jokes with him because he's like a vegan.
Wouldn't surprise me if
Why is vegan? Why do they have to be weird?
because they are.
It's fine. To
No,
eat
they're not.
vegetables.
There's something wrong with them. Their brains don't fire correctly yet. When they've been vegans for a while. What is it? What is it? We know you're gonna. Oh wow. Yeah, I agree, Luke. He wants that ham. Christmas ham.
That's a big old ham.
What is his face?
Oh.
Boo.
Oh yeah,
he's
he's a vegan.
I like piggies. They're delicious.
Look, they have the same beard. Oh.
Somebody just smack it. Ooh, ouch.
Oh, you might not want to call him dumb.
A dumb oaf? That's not very nice. That's rude. He apologized
We
and everything.
we all said some things we didn't mean. Oh, now they got some even dogs.
I think Shinsuke might want that ham. Look at him.
He wants a Christmas ham.
Look at him smelling it. He's like, that smells good.
So we're gonna have a bite of it.
He's like, I'll take it. Oh, he ruined the ham. He's very angry about his ham.
He's gonna have a heart attack. We should do over-under on how many more years that guy's got left to live.
Poor Otis.
I'm gonna say
Luke
less
says,
than 20.
uh-oh, and then he knew what happened, and then he's like, LOL, poor ham had a family coal.
Right. We got Shorty G in his house.
I feel disappointed. I really wanted some of that ham, too.
You did?
I agree with Luke. That ham looked pretty good. Oh, was that one annoying?
I just don't like it's white. Like it was very in my face. Mustafa.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
There's another one under here that's chrome, and that light hits it. But
So you can't see.
I can see fine, but see. Oh. This.
Yes, I know.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you know.
I know which one you're talking about.
Awesome.
Which sticker you're talking about.
It's good to have Luke in here chatting. Seems like it's been forever.
Well, let's see. One time he was sleeping. The other time he was sick. And then the last time he was playing Risk.
One of the times
And
he
he's
had
not
like
a huge AEW fan.
He had a buffering problem
That's
at
what
one
I
of them
said.
too.
One time he had problems. One time he was sick. One time he was sleeping. And usually on Wednesdays we don't really see a lot of him because he's not a huge fan.
Right. We got a pay-per-view this Sunday with ladders and chairs and tables.
Oh my.
Called TLC.
Luke wants to know why we're discussing his attendance record. Because Travis said it was good to see you in the chat.
It was good to see you in here chatting.
So we
It's a
were
positive.
we were talking about
And then
all
she
the
went off
issues
on the bad things.
that just issues that have happened. Not that big of a deal. People get sick.
I got
It's
sick.
okay that he was sick.
I thought I was
It's okay
sick
that he
last
fell
weekend.
asleep. Fine.
I thought I got sick last weekend.
You're
I
a
even had a
weirdo.
sore throat and it didn't ever
Yeah,
come.
because you're a wackadoodle.
But I had a sore
and we
throat.
know
Like it
you're
hurt to
aware.
touch.
You're so strange. You're so weird.
Do you want a Dr. Pepper? It's cold.
He was like, do you know anybody who's been sick? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, what'd you do? Think you got it from the people online?
Right.
Because I was like, the only people we know that have been kind of sicker, like people that are all not here.
So when we get back over to the other
YouTube?
place, YouTube, we're going to do, not immediately, not the day we're back, but shortly thereafter, after we get going back on there and get more established, I think we're going to do like a call-in show. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that or whatever, but I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
Just people can call in, chat. But, I mean, the chatting will still be there. We'll just have it. And we'll have things and do phone calls. I just think it'd be fun. And we could do like little fun things, like, and let people pick what they want to do first. I mean, obviously we're not going to control that, but like you can do reviews. Reviews are fun where people call in and do reviews.
Yeah.
Like SmackDown review, Raw review, those kind of things. AEW reviews, NXT, or the other one, AEW and NXT reviews. Mm-hmm. And then, or just things like, hey, what would you like to see different on AEW? Hey, what would you like to see different on NXT?
Yeah.
That's Goldberg.
Ooh. So if you're bad, you get a challenger? Nice.
That's okay.
I'm going to be bad.
I want to be bad. Make it be so good. What group is that?
I don't know.
I think it's a woman.
But Luke said, me and my lady's health have been questionable since we moved. Bodies take a while to adjust to cross-world move. I can imagine. I mean, different atmosphere, trying to regulate back to something normal, whatnot. Stress. Lots of things can contribute to it. That's why I said it's not a big deal. Life. Things in life.
Yeah, things happen.
I mean, you know.
All right, who are they wrestling?
It's just
it's a Revival.
Very good to see you in here.
So the question is the Revival going to be the champions on Sunday, or are they going to get cut?
Cut!
You're calling...
I have no
That's
idea.
how I look at it. I believe that they would have been released with the rest of them, except for they had a title match already planned for them.
Uh-huh.
So I have a feeling that they're either going to win the titles and stick around, or lose and be cut. And if they're cut, they're going to get embarrassed.
Yeah. That's a possibility.
I have a feeling.
They really have been wanting to be cut, though, so...
Yeah, they're looking at it as a release, and WWE would be looking at it as a cut. Mm-hmm. I remember when Goldberg and Brock Lesnar were going to leave the company, they wrestled each other in both of their last match. And then Stone Cold basically embarrassed both of them, and then they left. And they were gone for a while. I mean, Goldberg just came back a couple years ago. You remember that.
Mm-hmm. Was I here?
And Brock, yeah, we watched that.
Okay.
They wrestled like 2 or 3 times.
Oh.
And then Brock beat him at Mania for the title.
Right.
But he had lost to Goldberg, and Goldberg became champion for a while.
As Luke's head, plus a whole new group of viruses and such too, and it's holiday time. Yeah.
Yeah,
very stressful.
Winter
Stuff happening, and yeah, totally understandable.
So that Bray Wyatt lamp is on sale, the lantern.
Is it?
It's not on sale. Well, it might be
like 20% off or 30% off.
But it's
$100
bucks normally. It's $99.99.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're interested in having a light.
Mm.
Little night light hanging up back here.
That'd be creepy. Looks at this point, I can see them winning titles and then pulling a real life Medusa.
That's fine. I mean, hey, look, we've got the new referee in there.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to not pay attention to the referees. I really do like that. I think when you notice a referee, then they're not doing their job.
Right.
Unless they were really pretty or something. Not a concern. Like, I guess the AEW one, she's so autistic.
Right.
That it's hard not to notice her.
So strange. She's so weird. She gets so into it. She's a huge fan.
So besides
she's
her,
a ref.
So besides her, one of the referees went on and said, "Hey, maybe it's time we start letting some referees into the Hall of Fame."
Oh.
So one of these times we might get a referee here pretty soon into the Hall of Fame.
That'd be pretty cool. Luke says he's got both Bray belts and a pair of his gloves.
Nice. I just saw the blue one today. They keep sending me like advertisements on my email. because I'm looking for a red one of these and they keep telling me it's in, and then when I click on it, it's not available.
Yeah, they're bastards. Lies.
And, to be honest, I kind of like the blue one better because I think blue looks better. So I would assume that it would be gone. So I don't know why red's just gone. The NXT one's not gone. Seems like everybody in the world loves NXT.
Everyone.
You get on the internet for 2 minutes and you'll find out that the world loves NXT.
I'm sure.
You hear about the ratings and nobody really watches it, but if you get online, it's the creme de la creme.
So awesome. Luke says Medusa won the women's title, then the next week went to WCW and threw belt in the trash. And Medusa is Alundra Blaze. That's who funny. That is.
That's pretty funny.
That's silly. What a silly
I really
person.
do remember her. She had like the shaved head. She had like her sides were shaved, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
She was kind of a thicker girl, but not fat.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I'm her.
Luke said, if the red one is not available, it could be due to a production error. And he said, no, that's not the one.
Oh.
No side shave.
I'd have to look up who she is. Medusa. Well, there's another blonde chick I was thinking of, too.
She had a full head of blonde hair.
Yeah.
Right, Luke? So he should know who she is, right? Because she has blonde hair.
Him and his I remember weirdness. Her. I mean, I was watching it date like this. I watched it every single Monday. My friends would literally make fun of me all the time because I watched wrestling. I would take my cable box because everybody had cable.
You watch wrestling.
Everybody had cable in those days. There wasn't a lot of satellites. Like the satellites in those days were like these huge dishes that were the size of the moon. But
the size of the moon.
So most people had cable here in town. At least all my friends did. And so I would take my cable box with me because it didn't matter where you were. And I had a scrambler on my box. So I'd just take it with me and I'd watch pay-per-views at people's houses. That's Medusa.
Alundra Blaze. She was Alundra Blaze in WWE. And then she went to Medusa in WCW.
I remember her as Medusa.
In WCW.
Covered up. I don't remember her. Like the pictures that she's showing me, she's like in a string bikini type thing. And I don't remember her as that, but I do remember her there.
Well, she was Medusa in WCW. And you probably at that period were probably watching WCW. Yeah. So that's probably why.
I know who she is. There wasn't really a women's division at that time. The women were more of valets.
Yeah.
At that time. Like.
Her boobs are just way too big. That's just not right.
Never let that come out of your mouth.
You were ginormously creepy weird.
They looked just fine.
Not in that one outfit, they didn't.
The string bikini one?
Yeah.
With the boy shorts?
Yeah, exactly. Where her boobs are hanging down to her belly button.
They were right where they were supposed to be?
Because they're so big. That's not where they're supposed to be.
Don't body shame her.
Nobody's body shaming anybody.
Blasphemy.
She has horrible back problems.
It's like
poor lady.
Like Brett. Brett always tells me about his wife's stuff. It's pretty funny. I'm always like, oh. I don't think she wants you to tell me.
And you're like, no, I'm going to tell everybody.
Let me tell. I'll just go ahead and put it on my YouTube show.
And now everybody across the world knows everything.
He's not allowed to touch. And he always makes jokes because he always tries to, like when she's sleeping and stuff, and she wakes right up. And so he's like, you could literally run a string from her boobs around your campground, a mile circle, and then you would have a tripwire. Like if somebody touched that string a mile away, it would wiggle her boob a little bit, and she'd wake right up.
For most ladies would. Especially if there's a string tied to one.
She hates them, I guess. She wants them all lopped off. She's literally going to get it done.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to know. You say something about Nikki Bella.
Yeah. So he said, Nikki Bella has been cleared to return to the WWE ring. So apparently before or at WrestleMania, we get a Bella Twins tag title reign.
Oh. The excitement. No, I don't mind Nikki. She looks pretty good. Brie has a really pretty face. I really like her face. But she's all skinny and uncoordinated and really hard to watch when she wrestles. She's really accident prone. Shit, I think she kicked Liv Morgan in the head and gave her a concussion. I'm not kidding. I don't remember if it was Liv or not. It was one of those little blondes. She was kicking her in the face and all of a sudden just kicked her right in the head, like bam.
Oops.
Like, not supposed to do that.
Anyways, Luke said it was revealed on season finale of Total Bellas.
Well, that's cool. I mean, I don't mind. Hopefully they come back sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Do they just have their own show now too? They have Total Divas and Total Bellas, and he said she's nowhere near as accident prone as Nia Jax.
Oh,
whatever. Nia Jax does all her shit on purpose. What are you talking about, Luke?
I can't.
She punches people in the face on purpose. There's no accident prone.
I cannot handle her. Nia Jax is just absolutely... Well, you know, half of the problem is that she's so strong.
She has very major anger management issues.
Well, there's that, but there's just the size, too. So, like, you know, if Alexa Bliss had an anger problem and punched somebody, it probably wouldn't destroy their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nia Jax is like 400 pounds of just hitting people in the face. Although I heard
a woman right there.
I've heard she's lost quite a bit of weight. I don't watch any of those shows, so I wouldn't know.
She's on the Total Divas or
there again, that's a show,
I think.
and I don't know. And
I don't watch it, so I wouldn't know either.
And so people have said she's slimmed way down and she looks really good. But we'll see. It's funny because that whole bowling, that's it. That's a shatter machine too. 350, 250.
Oh, poor Shorty G and Mustafa Ali did not win.
No, we knew
they
let
the Revival win.
Yeah, because they're wrestling Sunday for the titles.
After all their crying and whining.
If they lost today, what would be the point of the title match on Sunday? They're wrestling the New Day for the titles.
Sometimes I really hate their camera work when these two wrestle.
You don't like their butts?
I really don't. I don't like it at all.
Any Dawson or Wilder butts? Look at the shatter machine.
Luke says the Total Bellas runs in late summer and Total Divas is fall into winter. And that Nia's weight loss was just starting at the finale of Total Divas.
Nice.
So it was a year ago.
So we will see how that plays out. I mean, we could honestly get Ronda Rousey, the Bellas, and Nia Jax back at the same time. In maybe the Royal Rumble. Maybe they'll just introduce them all.
Just thrilled right out of my pants.
But it does sound like Ronda's coming back, Rousey. Yeah. And it looks like Baszler's probably going to lose her title on Wednesday. And so she'll be coming.
It's Toasty Marshmallow.
Is that your way to shut me up?
Huh? Is that about Ronda coming back?
About life.
Yeah. I was just saying it's Toasty Marshmallow. She's talking to Bailey.
Yes, she is.
That she's a Marine and she's a mommy. That means nothing to me.
She just said for me, meow.
She said meow. She's
she
like,
said
I
for
do
me,
it
meow.
for me, meow. Me, meow. Me, meow. Luke says, Ronda at finale of Total Divas said if she comes back, it won't be for 2 years. She's in the middle of fertility treatment.
Well, good for her.
Elias is interrupting. Yay, it's Elias!
And Dana Brooke.
With Dana Brooke.
Your champion. It's not my champion. Not my champion.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Elias.
This holiday season, it's going to be a blast. Bailey, your face haunts me like the ghost of Christmas past.
Dana's like, oh.
Look like a dude.
Oh God!
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
There's your chance. Too much attitude, Dana. Since you got your hair cut, you kind of look like a dude. That's a new #1 hit right there.
That is. It's my favorite song ever.
Say like Nick was gonna give me a threesome, you and
Right.
Sasha Banks, but he told him no.
He
That's
declined. He's like, I told him no. No thanks. Luke said, so if she does come back earlier, it means that the treatment didn't work well. I'm hoping for her and her husband that it works.
I hope it works for all of us. Everybody involved. But mostly her husband and her.
Right?
I mean, I guess I could always adopt.
Which would be great, you know, to do that. I mean, I get that it definitely wouldn't be easy, though. Even if you, well, yeah, because after you go through all that, it probably isn't something that you...
I wonder who's, well, it's obviously her fault, right? If she's going through treatments. Like his shit works.
That's not very nice to say, honey.
Well, it's one or the other.
Well, I understand that. But we don't know. We don't know if he might have issues,
So
too.
she's taking 2 years off for fertility treatments for him?
That doesn't mean anything. I'm saying that doesn't mean he doesn't have problems also.
Right.
I'm just
On
saying
top
that...
of.
Right. I'm just saying that you can't
He just
say,
needs a new alpha. He just needs a new alpha. He just needs a new alpha male to move in. I've seen this before.
So, you know, and sometimes, you know, and sometimes what happens or what works is
let the rock hang around for a while.
Right, let the rock hang around for a while. If they do adopt a child, like having a baby around, like will make a woman like be more fertile.
Right.
It happens all the time. They've gone through fertility treatments, nothing works, and then they go through all their motions and adopt a child, and they adopt a baby, and then all of a sudden they have a baby.
I wonder if that's a genetical thing from like evolution. If you're an evolutionist,
Maybe.
like the tribes would have babies at the same time. That's why women's shit link up.
Right. I just know that it's you know, it's been something that's happened. Like, it's not something that just sporadically happens. It like happens quite often.
It's science.
I don't know if it's science.
I throw it in at least once every show.
I don't know if that would be science on that part, but it does happen quite frequently when women do, and it's actually pretty normal. It brings out a lot of hormones and stuff like that, and that's usually what sometimes the problem is. So, I mean, I just hope that they don't have to go through a lot, because I've heard that shit can be really trying and stressful and painful for women and stuff like that. So, it really sucks that they have to go through all that.
It's painful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they usually have to get shots and stuff like that, and I mean, it's definitely probably like, hey, dude, let's have a beer for breakfast with our McDonald's breakfast sandwiches. That's what they were doing. They weren't eating their food though. They just had a beer and then leaned back and.
This guy reminds me of Luke Perry.
Poor Luke Perry, who's dead.
Yeah, that's how I know it wasn't him.
His name is Steven Dorff.
He's a dwarf.
No, his last name is Dorff. Dorf.
Oh. I had a friend. Well, I have a friend named Paffendorf. Pretty close. Dorf.
Just the last 5 letters of it, maybe.
Yeah, that was David Ortiz. I watched a couple minutes of that the other day. That's pretty good. Oh, look, Alexa Bliss this Tuesday. That's worth watching. I record it. I can always go back and watch it anytime. But they play it constantly. It's literally on Fox Sports 1 all the time.
Huh. Oh, they're already going to do it.
Yeah, Dana looks good.
She's like, we're already down here. I'd be terrified having
It's too bad Dana can't take the belt right now.
Right? That's pretty terrifying. Her belly button piercing is very large. I just would not want that hanging around doing that kind of stuff. It could get snagged on something. Holy crap.
Maybe it's a breakaway.
Scary.
Like a magnet one. It's like,
okay. I think so. Anyways, Luke said, and Allie the bunny had a semi-intimate pic leaked of her and her partner, and no one had a clue. Well, I guess that's good that you're not that famous yet, but, you know.
Semi-intimate? What's that mean? Like a boob?
I don't know. Luke, you'll have to give us an example of what is semi-intimate.
He's like, I'll just post the link. I'm teasing. So is that happening at TLC then?
Possibly.
Sasha and what's her name?
Miss Lacey?
Yeah, Lacey Evans.
Or was it Bailey and Lacey?
I don't know how they'll play that one out.
And the Fiend Bray Wyatt
maybe
is
a
back.
tag team match.
I didn't know that the Fiend had left the chat, but he's back.
He hasn't been chatting. He usually chats when he's in here.
Okay, he's back though.
Where's Tyler?
He's probably watching Sonic Underground. Oh, she already hit her. She's like, "I'll hit you back."
Boom. Dana starts it with a flurry.
Like Dana's boobs are almost as big as Bailey's butt.
That a selling point for why she should be champion?
I don't know. Sure. Fat and her athleticism and pink hair. I don't know.
She's built. She's strong. She's gymnastically inclined.
Yeah.
If that's a thing. See?
Luke's letting us know that Allie is apparently dating Kristen Stewart. She could do so much better.
Well, wait a second.
Semi-intimate means they were caught kissing at a movie and a private screening. Yeah, he said partner. That doesn't necessarily mean a dude.
It's just not that exciting.
And it's Kristen Stewart. Ugh. Like, who would be excited about that?
Isn't that the girl from, like, the Dog Boy shows? Yeah, the Dog Boy show. Love it. Twilight. I would have got it. Doesn't breathe loud. She just
looks like she does.
She just has her mouth open the whole show. I wonder if she has to get like droplets to put in her mouth.
She's
like, my mouth is really dry. I don't know why.
She has to like use that special mouthwash and stuff for dry mouth.
Right.
That's terrible. I shouldn't make fun of her, I guess, but she's so make funnable.
I'm pretty sure I breathe through my mouth all the time. So.
You do. You told me. You're like, I'm a mouth breather. I'm like, yeah, you are.
But I don't just sit there like this.
Luke says it's 2019, Travis.
Oh, the lesbian thing. I just said it wasn't exciting.
Right? Yeah, it isn't. I don't know how anybody thinks this is. Oh, so they let Bailey win that, huh?
Well, of course she is the champion, and Dana is literally nothing.
Oh, rude.
What has she done?
Dana's not nothing.
Oh,
they could have at least let it go a little longer.
Well, they've obviously got plans for the big dog. Maybe some Lacey Evans bits.
I don't know.
Not her bits, but just a bit with Lacey Evans.
I guess. I have no idea.
It's almost 2020. It's almost the 20s again, which is pretty cool. So if my grandma lives another 17 days.
So another lady I like, Travis and Duluth, are talking. I'm sorry you like Kristen Stewart, dude. I don't know how you can, but whatever. To each their own, bud. To each their own.
Kristen Stewart. I'm trying to remember what she looks like.
Oh my god, seriously? You can't remember what Twilight Lady looks like?
Yeah,
she's even weirder now because she cut her hair off, and so...
I kind of remember, didn't she shave her head or something?
No, it's like cut really short. Not the top part. She has like kind of shaved on the sides.
Was she in something else?
Seen it.
I thought she was in another movie and she cut her hair really short for it.
Maybe. I don't know how short it was. Maybe.
I just know her from the Dog Boy shows.
Yeah. She's coming up in a movie. The Charlie's Angel remake that flopped like nothing. Jesus Christ. Freaking retarded. Why they even did that is beyond me.
I honestly didn't even know it happened. Right. Did they even advertise for that movie? I didn't see one advertisement. I didn't hear anything about it. And then I heard people talking about it, and I was like, yeah, freaking Cameron Diaz has a great butt, because Cameron Diaz's butt made that movie.
I guess.
The Full Throttle and all that. But I guess there was one newer, and I'm like, no, they didn't. Is it a series or was it a movie?
Okay, so it was a series on TV for a long time. For a long time.
You're not talking the 80s, you're talking lately. Because
no.
I would obviously know
No,
that was
that's
the
a while
80s.
ago. That it was a series
The
on
80s.
TV. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Sure.
I'm talking
the 80s,
about
70s,
now.
probably, I think.
Going backwards, just days.
And they made 3 movies with Cameron Diaz and
we know this. This
Drew
is all
Barrymore
fact.
and Lucy Liu.
Right.
And so they did that and they're done. And then they decided that they needed to woke it to death and throw women in every single fucking role in the whole thing instead of having...
Even Charlie's a girl?
Yeah, everybody's a girl. Everybody's a fucking girl. In the whole fucking thing. It's fucking pathetic. And it bombed bad because of it. And why do it? There's no reason to. It's like fucking Disney deciding they're going to do a reboot of fucking Home Alone. Are you kidding me? Well, you guys are freaking idiots.
Will it be with a girl?
No, it's with a boy, but still, it doesn't make... Why? You've got a classic, and you're like, yeah, I have a classic. Let's ruin everything.
Well, how do you know it'll be bad?
Oh, it's going to. It's going to be bad. I'm not saying that the actors they're picking are bad. I'm just saying that they don't need to do it. Like, there's no way that they can do a movie of Home Alone, a reboot of Home Alone, have it turn out good without Macaulay Culkin being the character. You just can't do it. Okay, Christmas Vacation, perfect example. You think that the Griswolds was so much better than the originals with Chevy Chase in it?
No, they swore too much. There was too much cursing. Did you not remember it? He swore too much.
I understand.
If you took the swearing out, it wouldn't have been so bad.
But it wasn't as funny.
Because he swore all the time.
Even if he didn't swear, even if he took every swear word out that he said in the whole movie, it still wouldn't be that good.
Bit, but it was just like he tried. It was forced and it was crude.
That's what I'm saying.
The originals weren't forced and they weren't crude.
Okay, so even if you took out the crude, you have the forced, and so then it still wouldn't be funny. It still wouldn't be as good. Reboots are just a bad idea. I don't get it. Or prequel or sequel or after far down the road. Luke saying like, oh, and they're also rebooting Batman again. Yeah, and they're using Edward, the guy who Panettiere, whatever his name is, Patton or Patini or whatever the hell his last name is, as fucking Batman. And you know what that motherfucker had to say about Batman? I don't know why Batman's so cool. He doesn't have superpowers. Fucker, you shouldn't even be Batman then.
He has money. Like Donald Trump being president.
That guy should not be allowed to be Batman. Ever.
Well, it's the one time that you can say, well, I could beat up Batman.
Yeah. Robert Pattinson. Yeah, I knew his name was a P somewhere in there. I was close.
Yeah, it's not every day that you can say you could beat up Batman, right?
Right.
I mean, not that Kristen Bell was a big dude, but he's cool.
The thing of it is that Batman always finds a way to beat all of the people who have superpowers. So, how does that not make him... It's like saying that people are like, well, you know, firefighters aren't superheroes because they don't have any powers, so they're not superheroes.
That's Robert Downey Jr.
He's talking to his Alexa. And he's talking to a squirrel. A red squirrel. That's funny. Luke says, have you seen the trailers for the new Wonder Woman, Black Widow, and Ghostbusters movie?
Just the Wonder Woman one, the 84. I've seen some of that.
That's coming out next summer.
And the guy's in it, like the guy that blew up in the plane.
He doesn't know how that happens, and he wants to know if anybody has
That's the only part that kind of like, what the hell? How was he there? But
anybody know?
I never read the comic book, so...
Yeah, so if you know the comic book story, and we've got Sheamus.
We got Sheamus.
He's been doing a lot of this. I wonder if he's going to start wrestling here pretty soon.
Of course he is.
I haven't seen the Black Widow one, but I did see a trailer for the Ghostbusters on Instagram for the whatever it's called, Ghostbusters.
Not
Afterlife.
Definitely not interested in the Black Widow one. Wonder Woman one I'll watch. What was the other one?
Ghostbusters Afterlife.
I'm super excited about.
Right, and Luke said the Ghostbusters movie looks sick, so he's excited about it too.
I've definitely not seen the previews to that yet. But
probably won't watch the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson as Batman. What a dick face.
I haven't seen the last group of Batmans that they did.
I don't think I can. Fucking can't stand Ben Affleck.
No,
and him as fucking Batman.
Ben Affleck's fine. It was the one before that. They did a few.
Christian Bale?
I think it was that one.
Pretty sure he was Batman.
Yeah, and it had the other guy that ended up killing himself.
Nobody can replace Michael Keaton.
Oh, Jesus. Keep going back.
He's the original Batman. Adam West is the original fucking Batman.
Adam West is Batman. Holy banana boat.
I like those. The old TV show. That was pretty good. Those were probably one of my favorites. And then when he did the Family Guy stuff, he'd come on Family Guy as himself. He was Mayor Adam West. He was the mayor. Adam West.
Here it is. This is where it's going to get exciting.
Totally exciting.
Is Bray going to show up?
Renee talking to the Miz. Nobody knows where Daniel Bryan is.
Why would he care where Daniel Bryan is? That's the real
He told
question.
everybody he was going to find out, remember?
No.
And then the Fiend was like all mean to him about it. Or Bray was mean to him about it. It's 16. Hey, look. That's what he probably looks like now. Maybe. That's why nobody can find him.
Ooh, cowardly. Lots of best and worst. We got Renee Young talking to The Miz at The Miz's new house in California.
His game room with all of his little belts on the mantelpiece in the background on the mirror.
How much damage is going to be done to his new house?
Ooh. Because he's never done the right thing? What?
It says it's live, but this has to be pre-recorded.
Totally lies.
Well, it's...
His belts in the background on the mantelpiece.
Oh, okay, I see him, yeah.
Oh, it's my family. Oh my god, that's silly. Disturbing.
I'm trying to give Renee a chance, but she's not doing it for me tonight. I need to watch that backstage. Maybe I can get it back for her. Not like a sexual thing, but just like something. Because when she was on commentary, it just drug me under on her.
I think she's probably better on the backstage stuff.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, the little stuff that she does. They're trying to be all serious, like 60 Minutes or some shit. You know what I mean? So it's like trying to be all serious interview or something. And Luke's something happened, but we won't know yet.
That's fine. That means it's happening, right?
Happening. Something's gonna happen.
Is he gonna come in the fireplace?
I don't know. Look in the background. Make sure we watch what's going on. Is he behind the tree? Is he outside the window? Is he out there? Is he out that way? Where is he? Mike! It's Marie's phone!
Oh. So nothing.
So the daughter's playing with the puppet. Let me in. Oh, she got all the puppets with her. Seems excited about it.
Well, why would she look through her tablet and not go?
She had to get Mike there first.
And then let him run first. That's
hey,
funny.
She just had a baby. Give her a break. And she's probably in 3-inch heels trying to run upstairs.
Well, I get what she's doing now, but then... Oh, he lets her go in first. Is that gonna be Sister Abigail? Is that where they're going? Is that the new Liv Morgan? Is that her doll?
I'm sorry. That's funny shit.
And these are the days of our lives.
Right? Person's got a sign in the background, walk with Elias. And Luke had said, oh shit, from what had happened. And now Firefly Funhouse is happening.
Thank God.
What's going on here? Okay. And...
Hey, Bray. Gave her a little doll. And
Right?
they took it away.
The Christmas season.
There's a lot of love.
It makes my heart sing.
Yeah, wow.
Luke wants to know what the fuck's going on.
They're trying to ruin Bray Wyatt. This is literally just ugh.
Stitches. Oh, snitches get stitches. What?
So he's
Daniel's with the
missing.
Fiend.
So Daniel will show up with the Fiend at TLC. Are they going to keep Daniel off TV until the Royal Rumble too? I mean, it would work.
I can teach you.
Is he recruiting? Is he trying to get a new family?
I don't know. Maybe.
What did he say? Fire?
Marine 5 was fire.
Hot?
Best series.
I'll see you at TLC. Bye, Bray.
Luke says that Renee is amazing at off-the-cuff stuff, but she's not good when
It's scripted? Like,
5 billion people are in her ear or writing her script.
ugh.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. I figured that she's probably better when you watch her on the other stuff.
Just being a person?
Because she's just being her. She can just be her. Where this, like I said, they're trying to like make it very serious and stuff, and so they're like, hey, we have to make you. And so she's trying to play a part, and it just doesn't fit her. And so that's why I think it felt awkward. By the way. Oh. And the Fiend Bray Wyatt earlier was saying that Tyler was saying Bailey, and then what else was it? Oh yeah, he wants to smack her ass. And now he says I'm back. Thoughts
Smack
on
it.
the Firefly Funhouse episode?
It was alright. No complaints. I'm glad they did that all in one skit.
Yeah, instead of like
Because the last couple weeks they've used Bray like 2 or 3 times throughout
during
the whole show. So maybe that's the end
right?
for today. Look at those hats.
Luke says WWE Backstage is getting as hot as Talking Smack was.
Good deal.
Are they in Wisconsin? Where are they at?
I don't know.
They're wearing cheese hats, so I was wondering if they're in
They might have just said. I have no idea.
Wisconsin.
There's a lot of yellow going on, but they are yellow. Their whole team thing.
Yeah.
Mist. That's happening at TLC.
The Mist?
Oh.
Forces and Alliance.
Well, are they going to give them 2 belts again? And is that who the Bellas are going to be? Or is Charlotte and Becky?
Yeah. The Fiend Bray Wyatt says he knows something that you guys don't know. Probably.
We call him the Man Queen.
The Man
The man queen.
They're the man queen tag team.
The man queen.
And Luke says, yes, Wisconsin. Ooh,
Look at those
Wisconsin.
scissors. Those are the scissors I need.
Oh, and then if you
wrapping
by the way,
my
it says
presents.
Columbus, Ohio. And Luke says, I thought Wisconsin. I mean, if they're wearing cheese on their heads, I figured it had to be Wisconsin,
It's
Green
not
Bay
cheese.
Packers.
Those are just hats. They're yellow hats.
They were cheese. They were hats that look like cheese.
I thought they're just yellow hats.
Luke said Miz said something about Wisconsin. So the Fiend says Travis is such a drama queen.
Right?
You're a drama queen.
Hold that. Because these are the days of our lives.
Always. Isn't that the one they got rid of?
I don't know. I didn't know they got rid of one.
I told you about that.
I don't
Remember I told you they fired every single one of the
Oh, that's funny.
actors?
Was it The Young and the Restless?
See? I can't remember what
Was it General
station.
Hospital?
No, it wasn't that one. I thought it was The Days of Our Lives. Yeah. Yeah.
You're fired.
See?
Luke's your scene.
So the Fiend's like, cheeseheads are from Wisconsin. And Luke says Green Bay fans are called cheeseheads and wear cheese hats.
Right. Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yes. And that's why I said they're
Is there
hats
somebody
were
arguing
cheese.
that
Well, yeah, you
they just
said
don't look
were
like they're cheese? They look like they're yellow hats. They weren't in the shape of cheese.
That doesn't mean that they were wedges of cheese like they are, but they were like, those are some pretty cool hats, cheese hats that they have on. They said it in the commentary.
Okay.
You're a dork.
They just look like yellow hats is all I'm saying. That's
Yes,
it.
I know. You can't see. We get it.
See what? One was a tall, round gentleman, or not round, but tall hat from the old days, like 1800s.
Uh-huh.
What's his name? The detective. Sherlock Holmes would wear.
Yeah.
And then the other one was like a cowboy hat shape. You want me to rewind it?
No. I don't need you to rewind anything. I know exactly what the hats look like because Tucky's was a cowboy hat.
But it's cheese.
Yes, it was cheese.
Because it was made out of cheese?
No, it had the cheese hat look. So it had like the holes that you see in the cheese hats that the Wisconsin, the wedge of cheese that they wear. And it has the holes in it and stuff. Yes. And the thing, I'm guessing this is the thing we don't know. But Tyler's cousin got a new puppy. And he named it Ozzy Posborn, Prince of Darkness.
Bam. Greatest dog name ever.
Because of Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness. Glad that you know that information. That's funny. What kind of puppy? Like a little puppy? A big dog puppy?
Like a dog he can carry around when he goes to restaurants and stuff?
That's in a little bag.
Or is it just a big, huge dog can't carry ever?
More of their security people?
Maybe nobody wants to be their security guards anymore.
Oh, look, it's his throne thing.
Yeah, his throne's been broken. That's just disrespectful.
Humiliate Kofi and make a statement.
Was that now? They're going to do the main event now?
I have no idea.
Well, no, obviously not now. But
See the little holes?
Oh, okay, yeah, got it.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you saw them.
Some Tom and Jerry stuff. That reminds me
The
of.
final SmackDown before Christmas is going to be in Brooklyn, New York. New York, New York. It's a beagle.
Oh, that's cute. Snoopy.
Obey.
Got to get it a red dog house. Cesaro.
Is he going to be like Charlie Brown? Good grief.
Chuck.
Luke says the theory is at some point it will be Bella's versus Charlotte and Becky because a lot of people are wanting that match. Even though wrestling smarks will say the Bellas have done nothing for WWE.
Marks, maybe?
Yeah.
I would look at it and say that they would be pushing the two generations together by doing that. Because the Bellas carried the whole thing by themselves for a minute.
Yeah.
There was no one else when they started bringing up the girls from NXT.
Right.
Which was like Paige, and then the rest of them came up, followed after Paige.
Yeah.
Like Paige spearheaded the evolution. And she gets zero credit for it. But anyways, that's how I look at it. And then, so the Bellas were there by themselves. So to have them wrestle and then have the Bellas beat them is kind of cool in a way.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look, we can even beat the best. Vince doesn't care about tag teams anyway, so he probably doesn't even have anything to do with it. He's like, why is this on here? Yeah, just give them the belts. Let them run with it for a couple months before Mania. And then they'll lose it at Mania to, like, a real tag team.
Luke says that smarks is a new word for hyper-aggressive, overzealous, gatekeeping fans. Okay.
Smarks. Gatekeeping? That mean they don't want things to change?
I don't know what
Does
that
gatekeeping mean they don't want things to change?
I don't know.
That's why I asked out there.
Right. The Fiend Bro says Snoopy is my favorite.
Yeah.
He likes beagles. So it's a good that his cousin's getting a beagle. Or Tyler's cousin's getting a beagle.
When I was in high school, I always wanted a Dalmatian. And then I never got one. I ended up getting a German Shepherd. And never looked back.
Dalmatians are... They can be kind of vicious.
They can be as mean as any other dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't blame the dog, blame the owners. But they do have a different temperament.
Yeah. Kind of.
I had a friend that had one and it was really aggressive. They always had to put it outside.
Yeah.
But that's just because it wasn't socialized.
Yeah. Like one of ours. Like, people.
Look at that. Shinsuke can't even get his arms around him. Oh, God.
He got him by the finger.
It's like the bruiser weight.
He's like, this is what happens when you eat ham.
Oh, God. Going right after the wheels. Jesus.
Let's see. Luke says Bellas, Natalia, and Fox were carrying the women before Paige and AJ and the others.
Oh, I always forget about Natalia. Always.
But she's been there forever.
She's just always been there.
Advantage. She's always there.
Yeah, I just never ever think about her. I still don't think about her. She still isn't one of the ones right. When you think of the women's, she's always one I'd leave off on the list. Probably name you 20 of them without her. You're like, who am I missing?
The Fiend says that Tyler actually has a pair of Natalia cat ears. That's weird.
They autographed? Just kidding. Oh, God. That'll ruin your brain.
You think? Or like, here, get out. Let me help you. Fiend says, how are the dogs? They seem to be doing okay.
They're doing all right. My daughter's here now, so I won't see the one till Sunday.
Right. And then Luke says, yes. Gatekeeping is most popularly known because of guys who play D&D are literally making social groups that call for no women in D&D. Same principle. Luke says WWE smarks like to point out who WWE women have slept with or who their family is or who they are married to in relation to why they are popular. So the smarks were probably the people that violated the privacy of some of them when they put,
naked pictures on there.
No. The ones that we talked about, I don't think it was this week, maybe last week, but how it came out that some of the WWE women, and I think there might have been one in AEW too, but I know it was NXT and the other ones, that they had found hidden cameras in their houses and homes and stuff. So I wonder if it's them that are doing that.
So they're an anti-women's movement?
Guessing. Or just anti-women in certain things. Like, know your place, woman. Like Luke said, women should be in the kitchen making sandwiches. Just kidding. Where's my sandwich?
Gluten-free sandwich.
Where's the sandwich? But, yeah, so all that fun stuff.
Ah. Well, that sounds exciting.
Doesn't it?
I like new words.
So, Luke says that they pick on women a lot, but they're just anti-change, like you said. In reality.
Right. Keep it the same. Status quo. I think we all have a flavor of it. of gatekeeping. Because nobody wants to see everything change altogether. I mean, maybe some people do. Maybe some people are completely anti-men and they just watch WoW. Like, I don't think I'm going to be super ecstatic when Shayna Baszler comes up in the next month or so. Like, that's where my gatekeeping will come in. Be like, ugh, can't they find somebody prettier? So, you see, so I'm going to have a flavor of gatekeeping. Because it honestly will not matter what she does in the ring. I know I will not care.
Right.
And so it's going to be hard for me on that one. But I'll adapt, and hopefully they won't push her too hard. Treat her kind of like an Ember Moon.
Right.
Is what I'm hoping for, is that she'll come up and fizzle really fast. And so we don't have to worry about her, say, after SummerSlam or something.
Right.
And then move forward without her. Right. Fingers crossed with me.
Right. Luke says that they're talking about too many flips in wrestling and other things. Luke said, I honestly want all things to change eventually because that's how progress happens. If this stays the change, that's how revolution and something come about.
Right. Wrestling's changed dramatically over the past 10 years. I see it. Like how it used to be compared to what it is now. I feel like it's getting better than it was. I mean, there was a time when I'm not a huge fan of all the flips and flippity-doos, the gymnastics. I don't mind it with certain guys, but I also want to see guys like Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. Which is weird for me because I'm not a huge Roman Reigns fan.
Right.
But he's almost
it's his style.
Prototypical guy that I would draw up.
Right.
Yet, for some reason, I don't like him. It has to be his personality. That's the only thing I can think of. He lacks charisma.
Right.
But there was a time when CM Punk was a champion, Daniel Bryan was a champion, Beth Phoenix was a champion. I can't remember who the tag team champions were. Dolph Ziggler was a champion, and there was the Intercontinental champion. I can't remember who it was. And to me, that would be the darkest days of the WWE.
Right.
And that was probably like 10 years ago. But that's my opinion. I'm open to different things.
So Fiend Bro 8 says, welcome to the Afterlife Miz. And then he says Rousey versus Baszler. And then Luke said, if everything stays the same, then revolution and decay and war happens.
Right.
And the Fiend's giving him a hard time about his typos. And Luke says, I'm really tired. And the Fiend says, lazy excuse.
Oh, Jesus.
With laughing. They were laughing.
Oh, he just kicked him in the belly. Can't kick him in the keg. Uh-oh. He likes that in his keg. A thing of beauty. That's pretty funny. I'm coming. Here it is. Boom. The breakup.
There are bodies everywhere.
I just want wrestling to have a little bit of everything.
Right?
And I know there can be a place for women that don't look good, but I don't think it has to be Baszler. Like, there's other women that don't look good.
That are better?
Yeah. And every match I've ever seen Baszler in, I haven't liked. And I try to give it the benefit of the doubt. And we'll see, because I will be watching that match this Wednesday with her and Ripley. But she's probably going to lose that one, too, which will make it even worse. Because it'll be one of the ones that I...
Oh my god, he's gonna do it! He's doing it! Is he gonna get to him?
He can barely get up. This is how they're gonna lose right here. Big Tucker should have hit him from behind. Oh, he did.
He just did.
But he getting beat by that dude. You ain't gonna beat Shinsuke Nakamura.
Not with a kick like that.
Big ol' knee to the face.
Knee to face.
He doesn't do that anymore. Well, now he's got a mouthpiece, so.
But we all know what it means.
Knee to face.
No, when he kicks him in the face with his knee.
Means it's over.
That you know what he says for it.
Right. Because of the history.
Yes.
I see what you're saying.
And the Fiend says Tyler is writing a book of his version of Ghostbusters Afterlife. Cool.
I gotta read a book.
About a show. My version. And he's like, Viking Raiders versus Heavy Machinery.
That'd be pretty good. I want to see the AOP versus Viking Raiders. So the Viking Raiders are going to have an open challenge at TLC for their tag team titles. So who's going to accept it?
Right.
Is it going to be AOP? The Architects of Pain?
With their side friend?
Like they're the Architects of Pain and not the Authors of Pain.
They're the Authors of Pain with Seth Rollins.
The Architects of Pain.
No. No.
Already called it.
No.
Yep.
No, I'm not calling him that.
It.
Nope. Luke says Baszler is good. My problem is she is literally trying to meld UFC and wrestling together, and it takes a long time. So she is prone to mistakes and clunkiness, but she's had great moments. Few and far between, because the moments that I have seen of her are crap. Like, I haven't seen a match where I'm like, wow, that was actually a really good move on her part.
The one that did it, that I mean, obviously it was the first one we did, but it was a NXT takeover for SummerSlam weekend, and that match was, I mean, just go watch it. Just have somebody watch that match, and you'll see exactly. There was nothing. It was like they were just sitting in the ring, hanging out, and be like, "Hey, go up on the ropes and jump off real quick."
I remember that match because I was like, "What?"
And then she'd jump off and hit her, and she'd be like, "Okay, now I'm gonna fall down," and then she'd fall down, and then she'd be like, "Okay, come get on me." All right, I'm going to kick out. I mean, literally, that's how the match went. I just watch it. I was like, what in the hell is this? Are they doing this on purpose? I honestly thought they were doing it on purpose.
Right. I mean, maybe she'll get better, but I mean, my problem is this. Great, she's a UFC fighter. Maybe she knows how to do that better, but either you take what you know and learn more, or you fucking don't. And it looks to me like she can't learn.
Well, why
from what she because she's been in wrestling for how long now, and she's supposedly this great champion. And Luke's saying she's melding.
Is he
UFC
talking about the girl we're talking about?
Together.
He asked a question.
Yeah, about the Mia Yim versus Baszler
I think
match.
that was the one.
It was that one.
It was at TakeOver.
And it probably was because, I mean, there's excuses behind it, I'm sure. The excuses are, they've never done anything together.
The excuse is that there's no excuse because you're on pay-per-view.
They were thrown together, and they didn't know each other's stuff and everything. Right. I'm just saying that those are going to be the excuses that'll come out.
Right,
there's always an excuse attached to why it was shitty.
But you can't have an excuse.
Well, you shouldn't have an excuse, no.
It's like,
if you're going to be a professional...
I'm done. That's it. Sorry.
And I mean, if you're going to be a champion of and they're trying to say that that NXT is becoming on the same level as Raw. No,
nobody's saying anywhere near that. Their ratings are not even 800,000.
Granted, but everybody says you can't say that they're the B team. They have to be. They're as just as even as, I'm not saying because they have the same ratings or anything. I'm saying because now they're on that same playing field level. Now they can become more. Now they have that chance to be 2 million viewers, blah, 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 blah. But, in all reality, there's some people there that are greatly talented, and you can see it.
Finn Balor.
But he was there, up, back, different. He's had different experiences and stuff like that. I'm talking about her mechanics are just terrible. Like, I watch her and she doesn't improve. At least when watching Charlotte, as I've watched Charlotte from then and going on, her mechanics of what she does has become better. Yes, she still has her moments where she's very sketchy and she kind of, stutters.
It's mechanical.
But she's worked, you can tell she's put work into it. With Baszler, I don't feel that she has. And if she has, where? That's my question. Where is it? Because I haven't seen it in some of the stuff we've watched and seen her doing.
Charlotte was raised in a family with.
Great, she was raised in a family, and she still had issues. She still was very mechanical about her actions. She still wasn't very fluid, and she was raised in a goddamn family of fucking wrestler.
Right, but fluidity isn't something that you learn.
You have to work hard at it. That's what I'm saying. She has taken the effort to work at it, and it has shown in her practicing and whatever she's doing behind the scenes and her stuff. It's showing. Baszler, I haven't seen it yet. So if she's working at that, great. At some point, hopefully it will show up. Because as of right now, I haven't seen it. And maybe I'm just not maybe I'm not writing down and I'm not being very analytical about her moves and, oh yeah, she did that move months ago and it was this and now it's this.
We'll see it on Wednesday.
So I'm just saying that I haven't seen a huge change. So if those changes aren't becoming more
you're
prominent.
Going from NXT TakeOver till now, that's only like 4 months. That's not enough.
But we've seen her before. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
when did we see her before? I didn't watch
Mia Yim and her?
That was the TakeOver match I'm talking about.
Really?
That was in August.
Oh, okay.
That was August 20-something, or 18th, 19th, 17th, somewhere in there.
Right. But that's how many
4
months ago?
4. That's not enough time.
No, not for a huge change, but some changes you would be able to see.
And she probably has some.
But
like I said, we're going to be watching it on Wednesday against Rhea Ripley. That's going to be a match worth watching.
Right. And that's all I'm saying is those changes, even if small, should be huge because she didn't seem that great. So if she makes any changes where it makes her look good, you would fucking notice. Like, it would be like, holy crap, wow, she changed that. That's awesome.
Maybe and I just it's because we're too busy looking at her as an ugly woman that wrestled. No, I'm being serious. But
half the time she's not wrestling anyway.
Like, it's hard to look at her because she's not. You don't want to look at her, so there might be some bias just there, without saying, okay, who is this thing wrestling? Mm-hmm. Without putting a he or she. Just watch the match, and we'll be able to do that on Wednesday because she's wrestling somebody that's very attractive.
I guess I don't know. I mean, she's wrestled other people. We've kind of watched her do some stuff. And even when they had the whole NXT coming over into SmackDown and Raw and doing all that garbage that they did.
Yeah, but Baszler...
I mean, she did some moves and stuff, and she still didn't look like she knew what she was doing.
Right, but she was also on a different playing field. That would
so
be
on
scary
her home turf, it would be different.
Yes, that would be terrifying. Can you imagine going in front of millions of people and
She should be used to it. She's a goddamn fucking UFC fighter. She should be fucking used to that shit. She should be used to going into...
She wasn't a good UFC fighter. You're acting like she was like Holmes.
According to everybody else, she's so great.
Who was this person? Who was this everyone else?
Oh, she was good in UFC. Oh, she was a good fighter.
I don't think she was...
So it's like... And if she's trying to meld her UFC stuff into wrestling, I don't think it's working for her. I think she needs to try a different tactic.
Right, but she's trying to combine the two.
Yeah.
And she's going to be the first to do it, because Rousey didn't do it.
Is she really going to be the first to do it? Is it really going to happen? Who else
is a UFC fighter that's there? Maybe Sonya Deville? She's a UFC
I'm just saying, is it really going to happen, though? Like, and
yeah, she's coming up to the main roster, if that's what you're asking.
Like, and how is that melding UFC and them together?
Because that's what she does. That's what started this whole conversation.
Because she did it before. So that just automatically makes her...
She was a UFC fighter, and now she's learning wrestling. And she's been trained, and they think she's good enough as a wrestler to come up to the main roster. So she'll lose on Wednesday, and she'll be up either for the Royal Rumble or even before. And she's going to mix what she's learned in wrestling with her UFC skills. And then that'll slowly boil together, and she'll be a complete athlete.
Okay. Whatever you say. We'll chalk it up to you having whatever it is you think you know.
It had nothing with me. This is the idea. That's the plan.
You're making it like it's fact. So
no, I'm making it as fact. That's where it's headed. That's the direction.
Fact. Totally fact.
Words just point you in the direction, right? Words don't actually mean anything.
Let's see the actions happen. I doubt it's gonna fucking happen, but
right.
we'll pretend. I mean, I'm not saying she's not gonna come up. I'm just saying that we'll fucking see if it's really gonna work out.
Right.
How they want it to, because it's not. She's not malleable enough. There's nothing there to work with. She's not dough. She's a fucking rock right there that probably cannot be formed into anything else than what she fucking thinks she is.
Why do you think she's so stubborn?
Because of how she is, from what I've seen, and maybe
but you
that'll
just see
change.
her in the ring. You don't know her personality. She could work.
I don't
her
call
ass
her at
off.
home, and I don't know anything about her. Great, she works her ass off. Does she work her ass off in the right areas, or is she so busy trying to make UFC fighting into wrestling and making it that this should be what it is? Like, I didn't know that wrestling and UFC were the same thing.
They're not.
Then why are they trying to make it into the same thing?
Because people like UFC and they want to bring those fans over that are combat sports fans. They're trying to get new fans. They want to bring new blood with them. It worked with Ronda Rousey. When Ronda Rousey was on TV, Raw's ratings were higher.
Okay.
Because she brought her fans
Yeah,
with
and
her.
she was also a champion in UFC. Champion.
No, I get it. Ronda's way better than Baszler at that sport. She's a face. She was in movies. Like, there's a huge difference.
Movies don't matter. She was a fucking champion in UFC. Even if the last few times it wasn't that great, she was still a fucking champion. Huge difference.
Right, but they're trying to work with Baszler to make her a wrestler.
I think they need to use somebody else.
Because of?
Everything about her?
Because you don't like the way she looks.
Everything about her. Her background.
I'll admit,
everything.
I don't like the way she looks. But you're not going there.
I'm not, because it shouldn't matter what she looks like.
It shouldn't, but it does. In wrestling, it does.
In wrestling, I thought it was a matter of their talent, too. But, okay.
Right, but nobody... And I can go with guys, too. Nobody wants to see an ugly, fat guy wrestle.
Watch it.
Like Yokozuna or something?
Every freaking week we watch it. We just
is,
watched Otis.
You think he's an ugly fat guy? I don't think
he's an ugly fat guy.
I don't see him.
He's an ugly fat guy who's on there, and he's fun to watch.
I honestly think Tucker is uglier and fatter. Like, just sloppier looking. At least Otis is, like, firm.
Is he?
He's like firm round. Like he's got the strong stomach. His stomach doesn't go.
It does actually.
Like he lost 30 pounds and he's like, it's all skin. That's what I'm talking about. Like he actually looks the part.
Okay.
You honestly think he's just a big ugly slob?
Well.
Honestly, you look at his face and say, oh, he's just hideous. I can't look at him.
He's an ugly fat guy.
I don't see him.
You're like, maybe a ugly fat guy. And you're like, no, he's not. He's not an ugly fat guy.
I don't see him as a big ugly guy. I just don't see him as an ugly person. And maybe it's his personality. Maybe it's because he's laughing and having fun.
Okay, so...
What?
So...
We're looking for an ugly guy. Like somebody that's just ugly.
So ugly can mean a whole bunch of different things. Either it's their looks or it's their personality that they're using for WWE.
Just an ugly... Who's an ugly guy?
All of them?
I don't think
no,
that's
one of them is not attractive. It's like...
Now you're going to attractive. I'm saying
well, that's
ugly.
what you talk about with women. So you talk about that with women, so it's not right for me to talk about it with men. So I'm wrong.
Wait, hold on.
Because, you can sit there and be like, well, the reason why we don't like Shayna Baszler is because she's ugly. And if she was pretty, it would be different. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you think that because if she was pretty and she fucking sucked at wrestling, that it would be better?
Yeah, if she looked like Mandy Rose, there's no chance. She'd be heavyweight champion already.
Okay, maybe in their minds, but for me, I still would look at her as bad. Wouldn't care what her face looks like. Is what I'm saying.
I get it.
Like,
I'm just trying to think of an ugly dude in wrestling.
All of them?
I'm sure I can get my list out and see if there is.
And let's see. So if he says, "Yo, Luke, how about Rousey versus Baszler?" And Luke said, "I don't want Baszler versus Rousey. I want Rousey versus Ripley." I would too. Actually.
That would be interesting. I don't see that happening right anywhere in the near future, but I could see that like 2 years down the road. Because they're not going to do it in NXT. Right. So it'd have to be on the main roster, and I don't see Ripley. I would love for Ripley to come up and Baszler to stay in NXT. That would be the perfect storm.
Right.
Is let Ripley lose on Wednesday, and then they bring her up.
Instead.
And then just leave Baszler down there. But I'm assuming they're going to go with the 4 horsewomen of both at WrestleMania. That still looks like it. If Rousey comes back. If Rousey doesn't come back, it's pointless to even try that.
Well, I mean...
And plus, don't we want to see Rousey versus Lynch?
I don't know.
I mean, isn't that the whole thing with... Rousey didn't really get pinned at WrestleMania. She kicked out. That was that whole build-up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And so it's her redemption to get her belt back from the man.
Right.
So Becky holds it for a year and then loses it.
Right. The Fiend had said about Luke saying he wanted Rousey versus Ripley boy, and then he asked if I was being a drama queen, and I have every right to be a drama queen. Thank you very much.
Because she's a girl.
Exactly.
Is that how it works? What do dots mean?
Just means like
they're outdoing each other's dots.
No, like what kind of thing? Like ... like huh? Like explanation. Anyways, because the feed said LOL, and then he said dog, and he said thanks a lot, Luke. You just started a war, and he said give up, Travis. You ain't gonna win the argument.
Oh, I know.
Oh, don't worry. He'll know later when I smack him in the face. I
was just trying to think of a fat, ugly, gross guy. The only one I could think of is Yokozuna from the King Kong Bundy.
He's ugly. I don't think he's good looking at all, and he's kind of a fat guy.
Samoa Joe's a perfect example. How many world champions has he had in WWE?
I don't know.
How often does he get pushed in the world championship?
I don't know. I don't know anything about him. This is stuff I don't know because I don't know
I'm glad that you brought him up. That's perfect. Perfect example. He almost... Literally, there's a thumbnail on the internet, and Baszler looks just like him. That's perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
That was the Fiend. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt's a fat, ugly guy. He lost a little bit of weight, so he's not as
Bray
fat.
Wyatt is not ugly. Like,
well,
seriously.
so the Fiend Bray Wyatt said, "You are a fat, ugly guy." So I was like, "You are."
That's funny.
Even if you did lose a little weight, because you got told to.
I think
I'm teasing.
Bray looks fine.
I don't have any problems with him. I'm just saying that...
Husky.
That
was his name. Not his real name, but his name. His wrestling name for a
Husky.
while. Husky. I can't remember what it was. It was Husky something.
I think we looked up a long time ago.
Husky Harris or something. Look at that. That was up by the neck and head, too. Get concussed from that hit.
Mm-hmm. We still have that match going on.
Oh, yeah.
King Corbin
I don't even know if we
Kofi
introduced
Kingston.
this one starting. They're chanting Burger King. That STD thing did not stick. Me and Dolph have the same hat on.
Super tough dude.
I should probably get the glasses and just pull off the whole thing. Enchilama? What's that called? Your clothes? Ensemble.
Oh.
There's an SOS. 1, 2. Corbin kicks out. I got in the hot tub before the show, and I am just like my energy. Never again. I can't get my energy up.
Well, hot tubs are supposed to relax you.
Well, I know, but it's been 2 hours. You think that I would be? Oh fine.
No, not with you.
So it's hard to get my internals up, like to get my voice going and to get excited. Maybe if I set up a little straighter. So I will apologize to everybody at home.
Yeah, geez, Travis. Apologize to everybody, including me.
Why?
Because you're a dud.
I'm not a dud. Every time I get talking, you were like, you just start doing something else. I'm like, are you trying to get me to shut up?
It's because you kind of monotoned your talking, and I was just like, da 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 da.
Dolph just got kicked. Oh, he threw his hat.
Ooh.
He threw his bonnet.
He was
not happy.
He got kicked out.
Uh-oh, is he going to get beat up by the big dog?
Biggie got him kicked out. Dolph had to leave. The ref told him so.
They're showing him way too much. They showed him all the way out. I figured something would happen to him.
Oh, maybe it's because they had to give Corbin time to...
Oh, he came back.
Oh, where'd he come from? They're like, let's show you all the way. And they're like, here he is.
Oh, we got...
Ooh, count
all
out.
sorts of shit hit the fan.
Dang.
We still got like 13 minutes.
Wow.
There's going to be a big old Roman segment.
I don't know, but Luke let you know it's Husky Harris. Yes.
Husky
Harris. And the Fiend says, at least Tyler knows how to get a female wrestler. Does he know how to get a real female?
Bailey? It's a real female.
She's a female wrestler.
Did you hear the song that Elias sang to her? No, that's a serious question.
It is a serious question.
Did you hear the song? He made fun of her in a song.
That's funny.
He gave her a song for Secret Santa.
Ever since you got your haircut, you look like a dude.
He heard it. You think her haircut makes her look like a dude? Totally not my lyric.
Is that the yes, or is the yes what I said?
What's your yes? What was your question?
Can you even get a real girl?
Oh. Lots of yeses. Why wouldn't you be able to get a real?
Mm-hmm. Luke says he thinks her haircut is awesome. We did say her haircut wasn't awesome.
I was just listening to Elias.
Elias was the one making fun of her haircut. We're repeating what Elias said.
I can't push it. Something about pushing it.
Yeah. He says, Being Bray Wyatt says, Tyler said, don't push it, Travis.
Yeah. Because the song, are we talking about the song still?
I'm guessing.
Dun, 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 dun,
Wasn't our song.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do you need that? Cracked skin relief?
No, but remember last year around this time when I said I feel bad for anybody that gets that because my skin's so oily I would never get that. And then Shannon came over and he had it. And I was like, hey, we were just talking about that.
Right, but you were talking about that you were like, I have all these weird hangnails and stuff, and that's why I was
yeah,
like,
but it's on
them?
it's like my fingernails are coming apart.
That's gross. Ew, what disease do you have that I don't know about? Ugh.
There's something wrong with me.
Disgusting.
They keep popping out like just right in there, see?
Those are hangnails.
Joey. But that's
it's probably because of the dry weather. And you wash your hands a lot. And you use that stupid sanitizer shit all the time. You know that shit dries out your hands.
What's that have to do with my fingernails?
It has a lot to do with them, actually, because if you don't keep this moist with your cuticles oiled and stuff, it can affect your fingernails.
Right.
Go talk to my nail lady.
Oh, somebody's leaving, it looks like.
The Fiend Boy Wyatt's leaving. He says, good night, everyone. I'll see you at TLC.
We will be here. Be
good
exciting.
Night.
We're going to start with the main show, though. I don't think we're going to do the pre-show. So we'll be here at 5. So we will miss a match. And I don't know what the pre-show match is going to be.
Is that 5 or 7 Eastern?
So it'd be 7 Eastern.
7 Eastern time.
Because there's some stuff, like, that we can't do the whole 5-6 hour thing.
Right.
At least I think. I'm going to try. I'll try, of course. But you guys will get notified when we come on.
Yeah.
I wish I had an exact time. But we will be on for sure.
Mm-hmm. We'll be doing the main pay-per-view for sure.
7 for sure, but maybe a little bit before that.
Yeah. Anyways, Luke said, but again, I like the emo goth alternative styles. Yeah.
Wait, what's he talking about?
Because we were talking about Bailey's haircut.
Okay, all right.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
So do you like Ripley better now, or did you like her better when she had the long blonde hair?
I kind of like...
And when it was not, there was no shave?
I liked her with her longer hair.
Her pretty blonde hair?
Because it made her face softer. With her short hair, it makes her face very angular and sharp. But he would like her now because that's what Luke likes.
I was looking at it and I was like, I was pretty impressed how she used to look. I'm impressed. I like how she's built. Like, she looks good.
Yeah. Like, literally, like, we talked about this. I said she
looks good. And she's got a pretty face. And she's youth. She's young. Mm-hmm. I don't know exactly how old she is.
I looked it up.
And it's actually good to see the young ones come up, too. You know, when
Charlotte
and Becky came up, they were, like, already, like, 30. Or, you know, like, 28 or something. Yeah. Where Sasha and Alexa Bliss, they were in their younger 20s. Mm-hmm. And now they're in their mid, you know, because they've been up long enough. Right. But I think Sasha Banks was the youngest out of that group.
I thought she was too. Wasn't she like 18 or something?
No. She was like 23 or 4.
Oh, was it?
Something. Yeah, because she's like 28 or 29.
I thought she was like 18 or 19 when she started doing wrestling, though.
Oh, yeah,
not on
probably.
WWE, but I mean like wrestling.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know the whole history. I'm just saying when they're up on the main roster, right. Their age. It would be great if they did have a woman that could break in as that Randy Orton or as that
right.
Brock Lesnar, those young superstars, mm-hmm. which Paige could have been, because Paige was really young when she came up. Paige was probably the youngest when she came up, now that I think about it. But she came up by herself. So I don't group her with anybody. It's Paige, and then everybody else came up around the same time.
Right.
And then I think Bayley was the last one to come up out of that group of the four horsewomen.
Right.
Even Alexa Bliss came up.
And it's not that I don't like Bayley's new. I actually like Bayley's new haircut rather than her old hair.
I don't like the painting of her makeup onto her nose.
The eye makeup I'm not a huge fan of. But I do like her haircut. I think it compliments her. When she first came out with it, I was like, wow, that haircut really compliments her very well.
I wish she would figure out the in-between a smile and a frown and just be normal. Mm-hmm, because right. She tries that extra and it just doesn't. Like, that's the only thing, the only problem I have with Bayley is that she looks like she's going to cry the whole time. Mm. And there's got to be an in-between phase.
So they ended it by a count-out, and now they're just continuing it by handcuffing him now.
Qualification.
And stuff. So now they're going to, like, throw dog food on him?
Right, but, you know, Roman's going to show up and help. But, see, he's going to get in trouble, and he's not going to be able to even help himself.
Right.
This is going to
Where's Big E at? What'd they do to him?
This is going to go over well.
Anyways, Luke said that his lady has long red hair, but one side is shaved. And then said that Rhea is a little older than Toni Storm, and Toni just turned 24.
Yeah, so that's some youth.
Paige is the youngest WWE champion ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's the dog food.
Dog food. So they're going to do dog food on him, too.
What's this?
Oh,
the Revival?
The Revival.
What the fuck?
They're coming out to help so that the New Day and...
Well, that was weird. The Revival just shows... WWE's weird with some things sometimes.
They're like, hey, we need you to help out. Like,
that's not Alpo. You can't use something that's not Alpo.
Oh, Roy. Who is it? It's Roman Reigns.
It's a big dog.
He's going to come out and be like...
But they got security, so they'll be fine.
Right.
What do you think it'll take? 2 punches to get rid of security? There's 2. Well, that's 1. I'll say 2 punches and 2 kicks. Still hasn't done another punch yet. There it is. That was a close one. So 2 punches, mm-hmm. a shoulder block, and 2 kicks. That little kid's hands are over. Mm-hmm. He should probably put his hands back.
That dad should probably protect his kid a little more.
Right. At least they have strong barricades there, but you do need, like that. That could kick him in the face on accident. Mm-hmm. Watch your kid. I guess if he gets a black eye from wrestling boots, that's cool.
That lady over there on the side, she's all like this. That's funny.
The redhead there?
No, the one next to her.
Oh.
The redhead was just sitting there smiling and laughing like it was a fun old time. The one next to her was like, ah, like this is happening close to us. I don't like it.
That was a big Superman punch. So Kofi's still hung up. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine having like a little shoulder pinchment or something? Just like a little pinch? And so it's uncomfortable. So it'd be like stinging the whole time. You're like, I needed my shoulder to move.
Well, you know, back in the day, I don't know if he still can, but back in the day, Kofi, you know, the man who could walk on his hands,
right,
and never got thrown out of Royal Rumbles because of it.
Well, yeah, but he still wouldn't be able to get out of that. I guess he could go over to the side and grab the rope.
Exactly.
Work his way up or something.
Athletic
But Roman
enough.
needs to get him off there.
I got knocked down. I got dog food thrown all over me.
I know there's sensitive people at home watching this going, two white people just hung up a black man. You know they are somewhere.
Right, like, the offensive one.
This
I'm so offended! I'm completely offended!
Semi-racist here, I'm just saying.
911, I'd like to report a racism on WWE SmackDown. He, like, cuffs
so
a
what's
black
the ladder
man
for?
And
they've got him tied to a ring post.
It's quite
Oh, are they going to break his arm?
Ooh, they're like, here you are.
Dolph's going to hit him.
Who's going to save him?
Nobody.
Big E.
Oh, Big E did it.
I was like, he got knocked down, but I don't think he was going to. Oh, Dolph, you better hurry and get out.
He's going to get chokeslammed right on the tail.
You're going to get thrown. Oh, bummer.
Damn. Oh, God. Right through his hip.
Ouch. But, like, that's going to hurt tomorrow with some bursitis.
Chairs, tables, and ladders.
Okay, why did we say it all stupid?
I did it earlier, too. You just start somewhere.
Chairs, ladders, and tables.
There he goes.
I'm so exhausted. Thanks, buddy. And me and not getting me.
Can we get the handcuff keys, please? Because he was literally laying there, too, so it had to have been putting pressure on his wrist.
Yeah.
I've never actually been handcuffed for much longer than an hour, maybe. I've been handcuffed plenty of times.
I was going to say,
Stupid cop. One time I had my hands on the stupid cop car, and he's like, and it was cold. It was like December, and it was cold, so I kept kind of pulling my hands off a little bit. Finally, he just handcuffed me and put my head on the car. I was like, well, that didn't work.
All right, Luke's going. He's going back to sleep.
Go back
Me
to
and my
bed.
lady are going to watch all the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies today. And you better go to sleep because you're going to need...
Dang. Save your energy for
Save your energy.
TLC.
You're going to need your energy.
So we'll see at 7 Eastern. I don't know what time that is in your area, but...
Did you lose your little card?
Oh,
You used to have a card that
I
gave
did
you
have
a
a card.
little thing. That's all right.
It's somewhere. I'm not going to look
I'm
it up
sure
right
he
this
knows.
second. He'll figure it out.
He lives there. He'll know.
Whenever TLC is going to be on, we'll be on.
Right.
So, anyways, we will be seeing ya.
6 hours behind me.
Go.
There you go.
There you go. So add 6
Or
to
5 hours.
7.
He corrected 5 hours.
Oh, 5? That would be midnight.
Great. For, yeah.
7 and 5 is 12.
7 p.m. means 1 a.m.
All
right. Cool beans.
All right. Well, we're going to call it a night, and I appreciate you guys, and thank you for watching Wrestling Gab.
Good night, Luke.